Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of The
Fuzzy
Pod.
Pod.
I'm your host, Megan.
I'm your host, Maddie.
And here on The Fuzzy Pod, we love to talk about all the things that give us those warm, fuzzy feelings, which includes a lot of nostalgia from the late 90s and the early 2000s.
Not to age ourselves.
Not to age ourselves.
We just are historians.
We're historians. We're millennials, or in Maddie's case, zillennials.
I'm Gen Alpha. I don't know. I'm a fetus.
Who love to talk about things that bring us nostalgic joy.
Warm, fuzzy
feelings. And man, this is one I'm surprised. We've touched a little bit on fashion around here.
Oh, yeah. We've talked a lot about fashion.
We're going to dive even deeper today.
We're doing a fuzzy focus.
A fuzzy focus.
Fuzzy find? Fuzzy. We should do a fuzzy find corner.
Okay.
Where we either A, talk about consumerism.
Yes.
Fuzzy finds, things people should buy. Or B, we talk about our fuzzy finds of the month. Of like, oh my God, this was like, I got this at a thrift store.
You can't get it.
You can't get it.
It's one of a
exclusive to the Goodwill bin.
Yeah. Not that one time I thought I found like, okay, I'm not knocking Walmart, just to be clear, but
we can knock Walmart. That's okay.
Yeah, that's true. They're not like a great
They're not doing great things for the world
ethically. Well, whatever.
They were some of the first to do the electrical trucks, right?
Oh.
Don't they have like
I don't know where you were going with that?
electric 18-wheelers or something,
Maybe
like delivery
they do.
trucks or something?
That's wild. I didn't even know that.
I think that's
we were doing that.
I don't know. Fact check me.
So. Anyways, we went to Goodwill that one time and I found this top and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. It kind of had like a vintage pattern. Didn't really check the tag. Got home, realized it was a Walmart brand and I spent like $9 on it. And I was like, you're joking. It was more that. The fact that I spent $9
on a Walmart. Well, that's because that's
the original price probably too.
Literally.
And it's old, like,
but also like you could still buy that shirt at Walmart. That was the thing too.
Yes. It was like not even old. It wasn't like I found something from like Mary-Kate and Ashley's line.
So what we learned is Walmart may low-key eat.
May low-key eat. Well, Mom
in the
actually,
clothing department.
You know what? We knew that as children though, because I don't know if you remember this, but Mom had this one outfit, which I'm just gonna throw this word out there since we're all using it. It was so chic. It was like her go-to for a date night. No.
It's like, I'm just going to say it.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going to throw this out there. No, but that too. But it just gave, what was I saying? No, I forgot.
It was so chic.
It was so chic and it looked so expensive. And she would always wear it for like anytime they had some kind of work event or like dinner. And it was literally like this white lace top. And she'd always wear it with this beautiful layered necklace that she got from like Cachet. But the top was Walmart. And I always thought, that was like the best find ever. You'll have to ask her about it later.
I literally don't remember this top. Mom wears like the same top. Well, you know what? I'm going to roll that back. The last year, she started mixing it up.
Her fashion.
But she would, and
is actually it's always been so
she's
good.
always had good fashion.
Yeah.
Now, the sneakers.
Yes.
We got to get her some comfy sneakers that aren't blue.
Because Mom's got.
She's wearing those navy purple with everything. There's got to be a neutral color.
Yeah,
that's comfortable.
Maddie, that's Maddie's mission for you, Mom. If you're listening, she's gonna be your fashion director and help you find.
Well, I've already kind of forced her to wear wide leg jeans, barrel jeans.
They look great on her too.
She needs to rock her barrels. Now, one of my friends wears the like Rothy's clogs.
I hear about this all the time.
And I feel like Mom needs those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if they're more supportive or more comfortable than like Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Because she also was interested in the Birkenstocks.
Because you have to break those in, right? And then once you get them.
And they hurt.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you that.
What you need to do is you take a mold of your foot. You pay someone to wear
the mold of your foot. Well, wouldn't their
with
mold,
your stocks.
wouldn't their mold of their foot break through your mold of your foot? And then create this weird monster of a foot imprint?
Who's to say?
I also told our mother not to talk about Let's talk about mothers. But she should get those, like, you can go and get custom inserts.
Yeah, I have them. They're actually really painful, though. Because I think it's, like, kind of forcing your foot to be where it should be. Because I will be a flat footer here in the next, like, few years if I don't, like, I was researching, like, how do you take care of your, like, feet? Because
what kind of arches do you think I
want to
have?
be able to, like, I feel like it's a lot of people struggle with as they get older is, like, wear and tear of your feet. Like,
not the
like,
wear and tear.
Like of, like, bone issues or,
Oh,
you know.
shit.
What happened?
Chick-fil-A just gave me a free 5 count.
Oh, my gosh. Anyways, it's just life is hard on we walk so much.
We
in
use
our
these
lifetime.
bad boys.
Yeah. Which kind of makes sense. It's not like tires. You can't
rotate them.
Rotate them, you know? But you put like hundreds of thousands of miles on them. It's wild. Human bodies are actually really
impressive. How many miles do you think the average person walks in their lifetime? It's probably lower than you think.
No. It's 122,000 or something like that. I looked it up the other day when I was because I was curious, like, why do feet decline so quickly? I'm like, oh, duh.
Because gravity, weight.
Yes, exactly. We're walking so much and using them. Anyways, all this to say, I'm gonna start doing the thing where you put your feet up on the wall more.
I do love that.
But I did it the other day after, because I saw you could do it after a workout too.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to feel like I couldn't feel my leg.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because we have poor circulation.
Yeah, and so then I was like,
it's good for that. Like,
it will help it in the long run.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it.
Okay, because I was like, wait, actually, it feels like it's doing not what it's supposed to because my legs aren't getting the circulation they need already as it is. So it's like I need to stand more.
No. Dude.
Oh, real quick, because I was laughing. We didn't even finish like what this episode is about, but you saw the title. Today we're going to be talking about the fashion brands that shaped us, and we're going to be focusing in on 2 brands. We each did research on one. Maddie researched Juicy Couture, and I researched Betsey Johnson. And should we talk about the fit? We're both wearing Betsey Johnson.
Yeah.
Matching silhouette dresses, different prints.
Matching silhouettes.
Matching silhouettes. These dresses. They're like literally the same. Just different prints. And I like how we both ended up styling them with belts, even though they don't come with belts. It needs it. It needs it. In your necklace?
I am so upset because I donated my belt that I originally bought with this dress that was a Betsey Johnson belt, and it's pretty devastating.
Why would she do that?
Stupid.
And you know what? I say that. I've donated so many party dresses. Not donated, sold.
That was stupid of you.
At least I made a little bit of money, but like, yeah, like old
not worth it.
Betsy. And I'm like, what was I thinking? That person got a deal. A deal. Okay.
Good for them. I hope they're enjoying it.
Me too. You know what? I hope they love it. What was I going to say? What is your life update? Do you have any?
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
I was sick for the last week.
I know.
And then Ted got sick. Thankfully, it was just a cold. I'll take it.
It was a cold that knocked you down, though. Pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm still not feeling great, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's the inner ear for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I always get really bad vertigo. And even right now, my ear is popping.
No. I'm so sorry.
On the inside. Not like it's stuffed.
You're just
it's like
yes, you can hear it going
like this.
Yeah, no. I'm so sorry.
That's your ASMR of what's going on in my head right now. So that was interesting, but I also did not work for 5 days.
I feel like you got a chance to really rejuvenate.
Went to the zoo
yourself. Yeah, you got to do a lot of stuff for you.
You
redid your entire dining room.
Not really. I did get.
You hung a bunch of stuff.
I hung my plate wall, which I'm very proud.
Amazing.
Did
your finger just snap?
Careful, SpongeBob. I am way. You know what? You know when you see my word of the year?
What?
Delicate. I am not a delicate person.
Like the way you approach things, just like
yeah, like I'm literally
like you're grabbing your Yeti right now, and you're just like
no, like literally, like I'm like haphazardly grabbing it kind of with my nails, like.
She's dainty. She's delicate. She approaches life delicately.
I actually need to chug water because I've been nauseous for 3 days. And I'm like, it's my sinus, which it is. But it's also because I haven't been drinking water.
Hydrate. Hydrate, girl. Okay, any other life updates? You went to the zoo, you played wall.
I learned that I took this self-assessment, like a personality, I guess, assessment that I made everyone else take.
Yeah.
Where it's called the Values Bridge, and it shows you what your like core values are as a human individual. Learned that I have a huge gap in living my life authentically. A concerning gap. So that's been fun.
It's good though to have like kind of self-realization moments like that though. You can like you kind of come to this point where you're like, all right, am I going to turn things around? Or am I just going to
full
down the
send
path?
it down the path of incongruence?
Yeah.
Right now I'm a dissonant. I'm dissenting.
You got me with it. It was like, what was it called? Your true values bridge?
Yeah, I think it's just called the Values Bridge.
The Values Bridge.
Yeah.
And
we all took
it.
It's
and
very
we have a lot of crossover.
I recommend it. It's very insightful. Megan and I, it said we have no conflicts. I have a feedback.
Okay, moments. I do think that two things of ours conflict with each other. And that was agency being one of my top 4.
And voice being one of mine.
Being one of your top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that those two, in the context of
that's my only
feedback together, is where we like. wait.
Is where we.
I was gonna say clash, but that's not the best sound.
It's really where we.
It is where things get effed up. It is where things get effed up. So let's be real. It's where things get
because basically it means that Megan is a control freak.
Okay,
and I need my opinions and the things that I say that I think are funny to be heard always.
Anyways. Catch me editing that out of the fuzzy pod. Just kidding.
Catch Megan editing me. Release the footage, Megan. I'm just kidding.
She's like, release everything. When I show my feet and I say, actually take that out. When I
release all the footage. Maybe that could be like another level on the Patreon.
God tier.
Where it's like, you decide, was Maddie problematic or not?
Oh yeah, should she reevaluate things in her life after this comment, or is it fine? Yeah, things like
hey, could be funny. Could be funny. That's tier 2.
Tier 2. What did I do this last week? I was like, do I have any life updates?
Hey Megan,
I felt like I went somewhere.
Hey Megan,
yeah.
Do you have any life updates?
Thank you. You know what? I went back to our home state.
You did, and I was supposed to go with you.
You were. And you were supposed to be on that 5 a.m. flight with me, but I was by myself.
Also, I heard that you and Mother passed up a state plate that I would have wanted for my wall.
A Tennessee one?
Yes. Was it ugly? Be honest.
It wasn't like my favorite. It wasn't in the nearly... the color kind of stuff going on wasn't as good as like the ones that you collected. What am I trying to say? The color palette. Yeah. And the things it was highlighting.
It wouldn't have fit my beholderism.
In the state of Tennessee didn't it wouldn't have fit in your core values.
Did it have the Smoky Mountains?
I don't even know if it did.
Did it have Dollywood? No, I'm just kidding.
No, see what you know what I'm like, it just wasn't giving.
Oh, we need to go to Knoxville.
You know what we did pass up though that we shouldn't have? They had these little American Girl doll or
say less
desks, 2 of them.
Did you see the thing I sent you?
Yes.
On Facebook Marketplace?
Yes. Well, me and Mom were going to go back to get them, and then we got distracted because this place was so big. We were in this antique mall. So I went to Texas. We went to visit our adopted grandmother figure and grandpa figure. We call them that. We're not actually they don't actually literally adopt us. They just were.
They refused to sign the paperwork we asked.
They're just figures in our life growing up who have been second parents to our parents, and then also grandparent figures to us before. We were also their test run of grandchildren, which is hilarious to think about because later on they would have 2 granddaughters around the same age gap as us.
Yeah, slay.
So I joked,
You're welcome.
Yeah, we were the test run. Anyways, we spent the week doing everything I love. eating just deep fried, nasty, delicious food. All the pies, chicken fried steak, just all the deliciousness. And then antique shopping.
What did she make you, food-wise?
Actually, she made baked mostly. Made a bunch of cookies, which I have some here for you, by the way. And then we Precious made barbecue.
I heard that barbecue was going to be happening.
Barbecue happened, and barbecue was amazing. Barbecue was delicious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was like just slow cooked and the way God intended.
The way the Lord intended.
And it was good. And he
know
said
what
it
I
was
say,
good.
barbecue and beers with Jesus.
Did you know we're getting a barbecue place that's like from Austin and Nashville soon?
Salt Lick?
No.
Terry Black's?
Yes. We need to go to Shotgun
Terry
Willie's
Black's
still.
is
okay.
Good.
Right? It's like middle ground. It used to be better.
Right? I think it used to be better. Also, here's the thing. I need a good sausage in my life.
Yeah.
And I feel like they do sausage good.
They do a good sausage.
I
It's
feel
hard
like
to get
sausage
sausage right.
Well, that's what I was gonna say that, but also I'm noticing a theme that a lot of the barbecue places that I'm like, it was okay, but their sausage was good.
Yeah.
I wonder if sausage is just easier.
Because it's like but it's like also like sometimes it's too chewy.
Yeah.
Like the casing is too much. Other times it's
nothing like having barbecue, eating with your hands, getting the meat sweats, and taking a nap.
And that's what I did. And I also like sat on their little rocking chairs and drank unsweet tea. I was just living La
Vida Loca.
Living La Vida Loca. Oh my gosh. Maybe we can get more of an update later, like on the Patreon, go like more deep into it, but that's it for now.
No, I love it. We do need to go to the zoo together again.
Oh, zoo?
Yeah, because they redid a certain section, like where the rhinos are, the giraffes. They've added animals.
And apparently, like, Nashville is, like, doing, like, really well in their conservation efforts for the snow leopard.
That makes me feel so much better. Here are the snow leopards.
Like, we're, like, one of the leading,
look how cute.
Whatever. Oh my gosh, stop. Leading programs in that.
There was 2.
We've, like, had, like, 50 cats born out of the Nashville Zoo.
Dang.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, this is one of the new babies. I sent you that.
Oh, yeah, they have the Nashville Zoo, if you ever go to visit. They have like a little hospital in the back by the Komodo dragons where you can see new babies that are not quite ready to go into their exhibits. And you can see like things like baby snow leopards and baby capybaras up close. Oh, my heart. I mean, they're through the glass, but that's you and me. Where'd you get that photo of us?
I know.
Maddie's showing a photo of like, what are those? What type of monkeys are those? Gibbons?
They're not monkeys.
They're gibbons.
They're gibbons.
But they're a type of primate, right?
Yes. They're not monkeys though. They usually are very loud, and they were just chilling. I've never seen them chill like that.
Usually they're like, they're
like in the trees
because they have those really long legs.
They make a terrible noise. They make a terrible noise. But like,
not actually.
This is us.
We don't have wild animals as pets, but that would
Did you know?
What?
I also learned this. Giraffes endangered.
What? Why? Because they have nowhere to hide? Because
why would they have nowhere to hide? People are probably hunting them.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're so big. And they're big spots. Are the spots supposed to help them hide?
Yeah, because they're in the Sahara.
Yeah.
Sahara?
What if like
Zara?
Their food.
What do you mean their food?
What do they eat? Like grass?
Like trees.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a food issue. I think it's a hunting issue.
That's really sad.
That's usually what it is.
Like
and like probably like climate change.
Yeah. So, you know what?
Because there's nowhere, like people aren't, there's no like deforestation happening, is there? In their environment?
Here's the thing, is like, this is why, like overall, I feel like zoos are really good because a lot of them are like programs
to keep
animals
around.
Yes.
But then I start to feel sad because I'm like, they're meant to run.
Yeah.
I'm like, their legs are probably like, I told Ted, I was like, I would feel so much better if I knew that they could like put them on a leash walk them to like a giant, like just somewhere where there's a bunch of land.
And they can just run.
And they can just let them run every night, every day.
Yeah. That reminds me, one of the last times I went to the zoo, speaking of the rhinos, I was like over in that area and one was just like walking. And then all of a sudden they started like charging.
No.
And I literally was like, there was no way you could get to me. But all of a sudden I was like, no, I die here. And like, I guess this is okay. I'm going to get run over by a rhino. Like it's James and the Giant Peach or whatever. And then I literally was like, oh wait, there's a massive like chasm here. He can't get through. But maybe he got the zoomies, all that to say.
Yeah, they get the zoomies. And then every time Ted and I go to the zoo, we name each animal like one of like everyone's pets.
What was your
family
favorite? Wait.
So we'll be like, oh, that's Z.
Oh, like okay.
Yeah.
Well, Z's obviously a capybara, right?
No, he's kind of a rhino.
Really?
It changes every time I go to the zoo.
Yeah. Which one's Poppy's the little dicks there?
That one was like he was trying to get in the inside. And he was doing what the porcupine did. Remember when the porcupine was like,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
And then Ted and I also decided we're going to start naming all the guinea pigs each time we go. Like we're going to name 2 each time.
Yes. Keep a log on your phone. Wait, that would actually be a really funny TikTok series. I'll subscribe. And you go and give updates on them. Okay? People love this kind of stuff. Punch the monkey. You just need a good storyline, okay?
Oh, I love it.
You find a story when you're there. Hone in on that guinea pig, like the one that was left out or something.
I was also about to, like throw punches because this little kid was sticking his hand in the guinea pig's exhibit, trying to get the guinea pig to come towards him.
No, you're not supposed to touch him.
And then I was like, what is he doing? And then I was like, oh, duh. It was like a whole family together. Like 2 seconds before that, the grandpa had his phone in the exhibit. And he was like,
in the
yes.
exhibit? Where's the zookeeper?
And he was like, the phone was like, oh, because it's low. It's a low fence.
It's open.
It's open.
But it's not meant to be. You're not supposed to cross that barrier.
I hate people sometimes.
I just don't understand. Like, we live in a society.
There are rules. There are etiquettes. All right, should we jump into this topic?
Yeah, otherwise we're just going to keep on going forever and ever. I'm actually so excited about this because I realized how like influential like these brands have been, and it's just fun like seeing them, I don't know, kind of have their moments years and years later from when they first hit the scene. Do you want to kick things off, or do you want me to talk about Betsey Johnson first?
Let's do, since we're wearing Betsey, I feel like we have to start there.
Let's do it. All right, so Betsey Johnson. Let's go ahead and just get into the origins of it, and then we'll kind of break down the influence that this brand and person really is like kind of driving force
yours is
behind
more
it.
like person-based.
Yes, it's really like a personality-driven brand. Like Betsey Johnson doesn't exist without Betsey Johnson. So Betsey Johnson was born August 10th, 1942 in Connecticut. She's a fashion designer known for her very whimsical, colorful, and punk designs. I believe that she's like put together the words like pretty punk is kind of like a good way to sum up what her kind of fashion is like. So she first found her love for fashion and costumes while taking dance classes as a child, which honestly makes a lot of sense because if you've ever seen any of Betsey Johnson's designs, you can see how you can see how it was influenced by her time dancing. Shortly after high school, she began her studies at Pratt University. Then she actually later transferred to Syracuse University to finish school because she actually wanted
Syracuse or Syracuse?
How do you say that? Syracuse.
Right?
I literally was like, this is a word I know and see all the time. It's a city
Syracuse.
I have not attempted to learn.
I don't think it's like sauerkraut. I felt like you kind of said it like sauerkraut, and I don't know if that's right.
Okay, hold on. Syracuse. So I added something.
You said
extra
Syracuse.
Yeah. You know what? And that's a typo. Look at that. I added an A. Oh, gosh. Okay, so she went to Syracuse University because she wanted to finish school somewhere where she could also be a cheerleader.
Slay diva.
Because Pratt University is like from my understanding, like a pretty strictly like it's a fashion design school.
Yeah.
Actually, we knew someone that went there and actually who worked for Betsy. I also feel like her wanting to go to school for a cheerleader is also reflective of another very signature Betsey Johnson kind of trope is that she always does a cartwheel at the end of her fashion shows.
This woman is like in her 80s and
she's still doing cartwheels and splits, like slay. So after she went to school, she then interned at Mademoiselle magazine, which was like a big deal. So she got the internship after winning a guest editor contest in 1964.
Yeah, she did.
So she actually ended up kind of being mentored by the, what do you call it, chief editor? Editor-in-chief there at Mademoiselle magazine. And she was only supposed to do this like guest internship for a little bit. And she ended up like staying on for longer because somebody there was like on maternity leave. So she got more experience there working at the magazine and was able to like really like share some of her early designs with people that would come through. Betsey Johnson was considered a big part of the youthquake movement in the 60s, a term that was coined by Vogue that represented a shift in the cultural norms at the moment and the impact that young people had on fashion, music, values, etc. I had never heard, well, I guess we weren't around in the 60s, but
Speak for yourself.
I had never heard of this movement before.
What did you call it?
Youthquake.
Like an earthquake.
Earthquake, but youthquake. And it was like, oh
yeah, the youth's shaking it up.
Youth is shaking it up. They actually have a lot of
aftershock.
Yeah. But I was like, also thinking about it, and it's the 60s. Maybe this is like the first time that young people are being recognized for like their cultural impact, because now that just feels like the norm,
Well, yeah, the youth
really dictate kind of the direction that things go in and the trends. And so it's just funny to me that like
that wasn't a thing,
a movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're taking it to 1965. She ended up becoming the in-house designer for a Manhattan boutique called Paraphernalia. People like Andy Warhol and Twiggy were known to shop there. 1969, she ends up opening her own boutique called Betsy Bunky Ninny. And this was in New York's Upper East Side. So she opens up her own boutique.
Where'd she get the money for that?
Now, I wanted to find more on this. It seemed really short-lived because then she got invited to take control of a fashion label called Alley Cat.
Mm-hmm.
In her first year, her debut collection for Alley Cat reportedly sold $5 million in volume.
Damn, and that's in the 70s,
That's in the 70s, yeah. So she ended up going over to Alley Cat, and I believe part of the reason that she left is she was quoted saying something along the lines of, they wanted me to use like ugly fabric. Probably they wanted her to maybe use fabrics that didn't excite her. So she decides at that time to go ahead and launch her own fashion line with an equal partner, actually. Her partner's name was Chantel Bacon. She was a fashion sales rep, a business person, and a former model. So they went in together on what was going to be the Betsey Johnson brand. Fast forward a year later, Betsey Johnson opens her first flagship store in Soho, New York. Now, here's where things just begin to, the momentum is going. They begin to just kind of,
it's the 80s.
Really, it's the 80s. They're moving. She's starting to make a name for herself. She's got her first flagship store, and they're looking, where else can we be opening stores? So they look to expand the brand pretty rapidly. And this is a quote from The New Yorker. Betsy said, "We'd go to places like Boston on Newbury Street, sit outside, have a cup of coffee, and just check out if there were any girls who we think might wear my clothes," she said. When they would go to scout new locations in their little spiked heels, which I feel like we had some like Betsey Johnson spiked heels down the road.
I have so many spiked heels.
Johnson said that the police used to think we were
sex workers
because of the way they were dressed when they would go sit outside in these cafes. I'm like, that's something. A woman with style. And all of a sudden
she's a sex worker?
She's a sex worker?
So what's wrong with that?
So she just really began to like rapidly expand the brand. By the 80s and 90s, Betsey Johnson was becoming more of a household name, and she had more than 50 plus stores. She had a lot of celebs spotted in her designs. Lisa Loeb, Daryl Hannah, who I'm not going to lie, I mean, I didn't know that name too well, but I recently watched Love Story.
Love Story?
Yes. So she was a big 90s star. So I was like, okay, big deal.
Big deal.
B-52s, Linda Ronstadt. Okay. So she just was rocking and rolling for quite a while in the 80s and 90s, just getting her designs out there. Obviously, doing pretty well having that many stores. And it wasn't all smooth sailing. Her second collection actually didn't sell well, and she was left with like 3,000 pieces of spring clothing and not enough funds to stage her 1981 fashion show to sell them. So, you know what? Sometimes we have like, these...
I declare bankruptcy.
Well, that's later.
Yeah. Sorry, spoiler.
It's like sometimes, you hear these like massive brands and it's just a reminder. It's like not all smooth sailing. It wasn't like 50 plus stores right away.
There's always ups and downs.
All right, we're going to go ahead and just jump ahead because really, I was trying to find things between like the 80s and 90s and then like kind of other big milestones. And it just seems like the Betsey Johnson brand was
She's just bopping around.
Yep. Just kind of continuing just to do well. By 2002, Johnson was inducted into the Fashion Walk of Fame.
I prefer to call her Betsy.
I know. A lot of these things, because I was highlighting the facts, it would refer to her as her last name, but I like Betsy better.
I think we should call her Betsy.
BJ?
No. BJ?
Oh my gosh. Okay, then by 2003, Johnson's line expands into accessories. We're talking jewelry. Maddie, show off your necklace. We're talking bags. We're talking shoes. Etika, as Maddie likes to say. 2007. Johnson was pulling in more than $150 million per year in sales and overseeing 66 stores in the U.S. What are you going to say?
So we love to see a woman winning.
You would raise your hand, though?
Oh, this is a tangent. Not
Please.
A tangent, just a business idea.
Yeah.
Not a business idea, merch idea.
Yeah.
We make a tote. It says Etika.
Yeah.
ETC, period.
Yeah. Love.
Simple.
Beautiful.
On the corner, Fuzzy Pod.
Next thing we know. We have 3,000.
The brand.
No, we have 3,000 bags we can't sell.
We have 3,000 bags no one wants. Okay? We have to slash the prices. We try to sell them for $50.
We can't even host the spring show because
we have no more funds.
We have no more funds. We spent it all on these bags. No one wants.
Next thing you know, we're doing cartwheels.
Oh my gosh. Okay, 2007. Her business partner, Bacon, was ready to move on, which honestly, that's a good run.
Yeah, what?
That's a pretty good run.
20 years, 30 years?
Yeah. She's ready to move on, and so the two women decided to sell a majority stake in the company to the Boston-based private equity firm, Castanea Partners. This is where every time a company ends up selling things off, it just kind of goes, ooh, from there. Well, also, there was the 2008 crash. So after the crash,
the 2007 recession,
the 2008 crash. So after the 2008 crash, according to Betsy, there were creative clashes, of course, with the new owners, and the Betsey Johnson brand found itself in $48.8 million in debt.
Just a little bit of debt.
Not that big of a deal, honestly. In the world of billionaires, what's a little $48.8 million?
$50 million to a billionaire.
They're a Boston-based private equity firm.
They got money.
That's fine.
They'll take money from other people's companies that they, own.
Well, actually, so 2010, Steve Madden came in, inherited the debt, and then eventually control over her name for an undisclosed amount.
How much would someone have to pay you to take your name? I don't know if I could ever do it.
You're like 70, 80, how old, that's
true.
You're just like,
you know what?
Yeah.
Your name is the only thing you have.
Your legacy to be like tarnished or whatever.
I don't think her legacy is going to be tarnished.
Yeah. So she remains creative director, I think kind of like as a title. But I would, you know what, something she was so good at that I didn't really touch on yet, but I'll just go ahead and do that now. Something that, this kind of goes for any brand. But she just has so many things that are so recognizable to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like you associate with her. Like when I think of roses or like even like skulls sometimes or cartwheels
or,
champagne.
When I'm cartwheeling.
When I'm cartwheeling, I think of Betsy.
Yeah.
Tutus, party dresses. Like I associate these kind of things with her. And it's because she like, has used some of these patterns over the years in either her stores, her clothing, her own personal house. It's just, I don't know. It's just fun to have such a strong brand identity.
Yeah.
And I think like even if she wasn't heavily involved in the creative going forward, like Steve Madden can just kind of run with the years and years of archival things that she has.
And just recycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is probably what they're doing.
Which, I mean, I'm not mad about that.
No. Have you bought anything new?
No.
Neither have I. Everything Betsy that I have bought, like within the last few years, I bought like vintage or like older pieces, like pre-Steve Madden buying the company. Yeah. So by 2012, most of her storefronts were closed. But today, Betsey Johnson can still be found at retailers like Macy's, Nordstrom's, but shoppers really don't get the same kind of whimsical, fun experience they would walking into a Betsey Johnson storefront.
Oh,
what a treat.
What a treat.
What a treat to live in a time when Betsey Johnson was in the mall. Even just to gawk at the beautiful, I mean, honestly, princess dresses. All right, our camera's overheated because Betsey Johnson, too hot fire.
Because we yap way too much.
No, it's actually that. So I'm just going to wrap up here, kind of where things are today. So yeah, 2012, most of the storefronts closed. But again, yeah, you can still find her at, retailers like Nordstrom's, Macy's, etc. And kind of in the in-between, she tried out a few different things, okay? She tried the reality show route. So she had her own reality show called XOX Betsey Johnson.
Slay.
For a few months. I think it only got like a few episodes, but makes me want to go check it out. She was also on Dancing with the Stars in 2014, and then later on RuPaul's Drag Race as a guest judge in 2022. So, she's kind of still out and about. I think recently I saw her do an interview with that person on TikTok, the Are You Okay show. So, seems like she's still doing okay. And then personal life, she married a few people, but most notably, at her first marriage, she married a band member from a band called Velvet Underground. I've actually never personally heard of them, but his name was John Cale. They got married in 1968 at City Hall, and Andy Warhol actually tagged along and took pictures of their wedding.
Okay.
So random. And I thought this was interesting. According to Betsey Johnson, I think this came from her memoir. The judge initially refused to perform their ceremony because she was wearing pants. She was wearing a pantsuit of her own design.
Oh, yeah. And women can't do that. I understand.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
What did she do? She went to the restroom. She took off her pants and then pulled her jacket down over her tights. And I think that the reason I wanted to include that story is I think it's really reflective of the kind of punk element that she brought to her designs. Like it was more than just an aesthetic. Like she lived it.
That is amazing.
Some present-day celebs that love Betsey Johnson. Katy Perry, Chappell Roan, Olivia Rodrigo. Like the pop girlies love them.
And
some archival Betsey Johnson.
Because it's incredible.
What are some of our personal memories of Betsey Johnson, though, is the real question.
Just all the amazing jewelry.
The jewelry? When that came out?
Hot fire.
I was obsessed. It was just so fun.
Fun, funky, flirty.
Fun, funky, flirty, whimsical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love a whimsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just every dress I put on that's a Betsey, I just feel pretty.
It feels like a treat.
Yeah.
It feels really special.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of us had a Betsey Johnson dress that we wore to a dance. I wore one to my 2010 homecoming. It was
you did.
Pink ruffles with a big pink bow on the back.
So cute.
Tulle, big pink hearts. And that is one of the pieces that Olivia Rodrigo wore within the last few years. And when I saw that, I was like I'm ancient.
I'm old.
I was like, that was my homecoming dress.
I love it.
And last thing on Betsey Johnson, back when I was in my pop star era, that was probably when I was most into Betsey Johnson. A lot of her dresses just made me feel really, I don't know, confident and beautiful on stage.
Well.
It just fit well. Yes. They're just so fun and flirty, and you can so many of like my earliest shows before I started having like custom pieces made by Julie Mallow were Betsey Johnson.
Slay diva.
Love them so much. And that's all she
and now
wrote
you
for
sold
Betsey
them all
Johnson.
off on Poshmark. I'm just
kidding. A lot of them. I kept a few. This one I actually wore in some cover I did. Maybe it was Payphone, which that was dramatic.
I hate that song. Alrighty, moving on. Thanks, Megan.
Yeah.
Great research.
Thank you.
Yours was really research heavy because it was dependent on a person.
It was so much about like that person. Yeah.
That bitch. With a snap. All right. Juicy Couture. We know her. We love her. Let's talk about where the brand began. So the tagline of Juicy Couture, if you go on their website, current day, all right, it's self-described as an LA lifestyle brand infused with casual glamour and an irreverent attitude. Okay, so we're casual, we're elegant, we're glamorous, we got attitude. We got, some might say, bratitude. And they really wanted to make a brand that felt like couture for every day, because nothing says casual wealth like a matching velour tracksuit or mobster.
Yes.
Now, Juicy Couture was founded by two friends, and I am going to butcher their names, so forgive me.
Okay, I said
Pamela Skeist and Gela Nash Taylor.
Those are very unique names, to be fair.
Jella?
Love.
I don't know.
Slay.
Sorry, diva. And this brand was founded in LA in 1997. Now, we're going to take it back a little bit because they knew that they wanted to create their own fashion label. And they actually originally founded a brand in 1989 called Travis Jean. And under this brand, they sold maternity pants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Totally different vibe.
Yeah.
Love that.
And then in 1996, they decided it was time to pivot that brand. And that's when Juicy Couture, that we know and love, was born.
Well, they knew how to do casual comfort already.
Yeah.
They just brought in a little bit of glamour
They were like,
to it.
we know how to do stretchy pants.
Yeah. Let's add a little bling to them.
So in 1996, they decided it was time to pivot that brand. And this is where Juicy Couture was born. Their soon to be iconic logo of the two Scotty Terriers. And I never realized this, but it says Love P&G in the logo, which is for them, their names.
Sweet. Yeah, that's funny. There's like these details that you just never question.
No, literally, I never thought about that.
I'm like, oh yeah, the PNG file, like a JPEG.
Adorable. There's not much information on them out there, and like they eventually, like in 2007, I believe, sold the brand to Liz Claiborne Inc.
Oh.
That was then purchased by Kate Spade Inc.
Okay. Wow.
And then was purchased by something else. So it's moved hands, like most businesses do.
Like all these businesses are just constantly like being absorbed.
Purchased.
Yeah.
Switching hands. Quick. Which
I didn't know Liz Claiborne had it like that either.
Okay. I like kind of did a deep dive on Liz Claiborne because I was like, she was that bitch. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. I also it kind of got dark for me because I was like, Liz Claiborne is dead.
Yeah.
Kate Spade.
Dead. Yeah.
Sad.
Anyways.
But Liz Claiborne was that bitch. Not to tangent, but like she was that bitch. She like made the first like accessible, like, speaking of pantsuits.
Yeah.
Like pantsuit options for women.
To where it was like you could like have like a separate pants, like you didn't have to buy the full set kind of a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was like separates that you could mix and match.
Yes.
They were all kind of like fun prints, colors, but like they were
easily. A lot of women's bodies, we need like the different sizing because the top doesn't always match the bottom.
Well, I just mean like she kind of revamped the space where women felt like they could be fashionable but still dress professional.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a whole movement. And I was like, I
wasn't familiar with your game.
I was not familiar with your game at all. So anyways, she's iconic. Rip. So how did we get from maternity pants to rebranding to the iconic
conglomerate?
Like, what do you call it? The uniform of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That said, oh, you got it. You got it good.
Yeah.
How did we get there? Well, they knew that once they were established that they were going to have to market this thing. Like, it's glamour. How are we going to get this to the public? All right? And they knew the best way to do that, to garner the attention of the public, was to partner with celebrities and send celebrities free items. And so what they started doing is they would make these like one-off pieces. And once they were kind of like, these completed designs, they would send them to the most popular celebrities at the time.
Brilliant.
Which, iconic. And this is where we saw the chokehold that this brand had on the Y2K era for wealthy women. And you may be asking, well, how did it pop off, right? How did it they founded in 1997. It was a pretty quick rise, honestly. And it all began with the most iconic, that I did not know, celebrity moment. And it began with Madonna in the year 2001.
Madonna.
Yes, Madonna. The brand was not yet producing what would become their bread and butter, their staple, like what they're known for, which is the tracksuits.
Yeah.
And they were not quite yet producing those yet, but they made a one-of-a-kind custom design for Madonna. This green tracksuit with the Juicy Couture emblem on the front and a giant Juicy Couture logo on the back with this spray painted looking font that said Republic of Juicy written on the back of the jacket. And Madonna wore this out. And people were like, huh? What is that? Yes, diva. And I recommend looking it up because it is kind of an interesting look into what kind of kicked it off. But by her wearing this like one-of-a-kind piece, people were like, what is this tracksuit? Now, unfortunately, it did not have Juicy sprawled across the cheeks, but it was iconic nonetheless. I don't really know when they started doing the whole juicy cheeks.
Yeah.
Because all the like big celebrity moments in the beginning, it wasn't that. So after this moment, the brand basically just started skyrocketing because people were like, what is that? How do I get it? And it really became like this symbol of wealth and like, I can afford to lounge in luxury.
Yeah.
I have these matching velour tracksuits. Which like velour is like, I don't know, it can like stain and like, it's like a plushy fiber.
Yes.
Like it's very plushy, absorbs things. Like they get dirty.
Yes.
So it was just like, oh, I can just lounge in this. No big deal. It kind of was that like new money look too, because all the young hot celebrities were wearing it.
It almost feels like it was the beginning of what would eventually lead to, what am I trying to say? Like becoming more normal to see athleisure wear out and about.
Yeah, that was like not a thing
But we're kind of almost
it was
pivoting
like,
back to the Juicy Couture era where it's more elevated again, you know?
Yeah, like it was an elevated take on that to where you could wear it out at the house and style it.
And then we got so comfy in it. I feel like, you know, we started wearing, you know, the same like leggings we were wearing at the gym, like our sets, and then going out and, you know, doing errands. And now that's kind of like swinging back again.
The pendulum always swings.
It does.
So because it was kind of like popularized by celebrities, it was also kind of like this elite that it wasn't easily accessible to everybody at the beginning, which also kind of led to its allure, right? So they played it pretty smart, honestly.
Yeah.
So some of the other celebrities that popularized it were J-Lo, Britney Spears.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, the person who's most identified with this brand, especially in the early 2000s, is Paris Hilton.
Yes.
So
she was like their number one ambassador.
Literally. J-Lo was actually another one of the early adopters of the Juicy Couture.
I didn't know that, actually.
Set. And she famously wore it in her music video for I'm Real. So basically what happened is the brand had sent her, it was a like baby pink jacket and shorts velour set that they were like, we're just going to send this to her. Like, we know, like, maybe she'll just wear it like as her comfies in between shoots, like in between like sets and stuff like that. It'll just be something she can lounge in, and like, we're just going to send it to her. Well, then J-Lo's stylist was like, all right, we're filming this next thing. These are some of the looks I pulled for you. And she was like, nah, I'm going to wear this. And then she was like, and slick back bun, nameplate necklace, and let's go. So she literally just was like, I just kind of want to wear this. And so she wore it in one of the scenes in the music video. And people were like, wait, what is that? That's cute.
What a huge deal for them.
And at the time, the company was only 4 years old.
Yeah.
It was like a little baby brand. And she was like, yeah, I want to rock this LA brand. Why not? And people were like, oh, okay. But it was something that they had made just for her. So they were like doing these like kind of like
custom.
It's kind of interesting. It's an interesting business model. So she was another one of those like kind of early adopters of the brand that really kind of allowed them to become this just staple of the early 2000s. And of course, we have to talk about Paris Hilton because you would not catch her not wearing Juicy Couture. Same thing. They had sent her a tracksuit, and she became so obsessed from the moment she tried it on. She was like, I want this in every color that you make it.
Yes.
And literally just purchased every single thing that they would come out with. Like, or I don't know if she purchased it. They probably gifted it to her. Yeah. Let's be honest. But she would just like be like, I need it. Literally everything. Every color.
When I think
every style. The terry cloth, velour,
so
all of it.
The bags too, right?
Yeah, the bags, everything. And she just immediately was like obsessed. And they even rocked them in A Simple Life. Paris and Nikki rocked them on their TV show because they were like, what's more perfect than sending these girls to work like on a farm in like baby pink, baby blue velour tracksuits that are blingy.
Good. So good.
It was just the perfect look for that show because nothing says like casual wealth.
Yeah.
Like wearing something like that and being like, well, these are working clothes. Like, this is what you work in. It's practical enough.
The bling serves a purpose.
Yeah. It's practical enough to where it like made sense that someone could think that was out of touch. Like, no, this is the outfit I wear.
When I'm being active. It's my active wear.
Paris Hilton became so synonymous with the brand that it was like Juicy Couture, Paris Hilton. They're just...
Did they ever do an official collab?
Not that I saw, unless I missed it, but I didn't see anything about like an official collab. But she still has all of her pieces, and in her home, at least as soon as recent as 2022, she had a room dedicated to all of her Juicy Couture.
That's actually incredible.
Like all the archives. Like literally, she hasn't gotten
She could have
rid
like
of
a
anything.
museum. She probably like is the world's smallest Juicy Couture
like the
centric
bags,
museum.
like everything.
Yeah.
Like iconic. Yeah.
When did they get into accessories? Like, was it pretty straight away?
Yeah, it was
like?
pretty straight away. Yeah. They kind of just wanted to make this whole like casual lifestyle brand. But there really isn't a lot of like history or information on the brand, honestly. It's more just kind of, I feel like they just kind of were like, we're just going to start doing this and see what happens.
They were pretty quick to rise, but also like quick to, this makes it sound like they're not successful still.
Well, they're
like,
not. They fell pretty hard.
Yeah,
it's pretty
quick to fall. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty like widely known that like the brand like failed.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Like
it's not like harsh to say.
No, like the brand did fail because they failed to adapt with the times.
Yeah.
So they like never went away, but like they've passed hands and people have just kind of taken the. Honestly, I feel like people purchased the brand knowing that it would come back around.
Yeah.
With the resurgence of people wanting the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So they didn't really have to change anything.
Yeah.
So if you go on their website, it's literally all the same stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of peaked. And I want to say by like 2010.
Yeah.
Is kind of when they, but they tried.
But they did really well at what they did, like in that specific category.
Yeah. And nothing quite said wealth like having something Juicy Couture. And I feel like we both had like our like little pieces of that fashion history.
Yes.
And we both had this, our signature scent was Viva La Juicy.
Viva La Juicy was, that was my scent for so long. Up from like high school into my early 20s. Kind of bring it back around.
I know. I kind of want to get a fresh bottle.
Yeah. I feel like it still smells good, right?
I feel like it does.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
Viva
so
La
good.
Juicy.
But I had one of the like iconic, I think I got it at like an outlet or something. Because there was like, we would go to like the outlets. I don't know if you remember that. There was also a store in our mall.
Yes.
But, which technically the mall we had growing up was an outlet mall.
Yeah, the one in Katy is an outlet mall. But the Houston Galleria, that one wasn't an outlet.
I remember going to the Juicy Couture at the
there was one at Katy Mills Mall?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
It was by...
You have a good memory.
I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Was there one at the Americana or am I making that up?
I don't remember that.
Probably not by that time. Because you said 2010s they closed? I just need to know for me. Was there a Juicy Couture at the Americana? I don't think so. Wait, there was one at the Americana. 539 Americana Way in Glendale, California. I did not hallucinate that.
Wow.
Oh, well, you still have a purse from them, right?
No.
No?
No.
What happened to those purses?
I have no idea.
We were dumb.
I'm pretty sure our aunt stole one of mine. I remember she kept trying to take it, and I was like, no. I don't know where it went, though. I think I eventually got rid of it.
The only thing
I had the like little baby pink and chocolate brown one.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. They had like almost like a bowling ball kind of shaped bag, too. Or what would you call it? Like a half crescent? Like, I don't know.
I don't remember that one. I just remember the tote.
The totes?
Because that's what I had.
The one thing I remember going in and buying with like my own money was a little cropped white tee that had a big rubber duck on it and it said, "What the duck?"
Iconic. She was a rebel.
I was a rebel. I spent real money on that. I was punk.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that stunk out? Stunk
a lot of things stunk out, honestly.
Is there any piece
from
from Juicy that you would like love to add in your collection now?
I wouldn't hate one of those totes again.
Yeah. Like finding a vintage tote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would kind of eat. Other than that, I mean, I don't really have the desire to wear a velour tracksuit. Maybe the shorts.
Maybe the shorts.
Maybe a
could
short
be like
set.
the J-Lo look.
I'd rock that. Yeah. But nothing felt like sluttier than wearing Juicy Couture pants that said juicy on your butt cheeks.
We weren't allowed to have them.
No, we weren't.
Because A, they were really expensive, but also B, they literally said juicy on the behind, and my parents were like, absolutely not.
So unfair.
So instead, we wore Sophie shorts and rolled them like 3 times in a row.
Did you wear Sophie shorts?
I had a Sophie short season, yeah. Just like for summer.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
I had like, I think them in green, red, black. And I would just wear them around like in the summertime.
So we should bring back the Sophie short.
We should.
The only reason I don't remember you wearing them is because I feel like I only was wearing them because I was in cheer.
Yeah. They were kind of like trendy to wear in the summertime or to camps, but then you'd get in trouble if you rolled them too much. Like some girls
Too many rolls.
Too many rolls.
Because then they become booty shorts.
Yeah. You can only roll them so much.
I mean, I had like a gray pair, a purple pair, a black pair, a red pair, a white pair, a pink pair.
Because you were in gymnastics and cheerleading.
Yeah.
That was the uniform. But it kind of like expanded out of there too. Like because like culturally, you know, like Sophie shorts kind of became for everyone.
I remember more the big t-shirt Nike shorts.
That was more like when I reached high school. Yeah, you would have been in junior high. But when I was in high school, that was huge. Also, girls got in trouble for that too because
look like you're wearing no pants.
Yeah.
People still wear that, you think?
I don't know. Is that still a uniform on college campuses and things? No.
It felt very Texas coded.
It did.
That feels very Texas coded.
Yeah, it does. Fisher shirt, Nike shorts.
Some kind of swishy Nike
kind
shorts.
Of slidey
like the
shoe. Yeah.
No sneaker.
What?
I think a sneaker. They'd wear sneakers. Like a white sneaker.
Sometimes a slidey shoe. Like not a Birkenstock, maybe. Something kind of like that. Or those Jesus shoes that everyone wears at camp. Yes. No, that's camp. Actually, that's just straight up like camp wear.
Yeah. That is camp wear. Because I was going to say also like the little strappy sandals.
Yeah.
The Tevas, which I do have a pair of Tevas.
Gladiator sandals.
Oh my gosh. That made me burp. That was gross.
Y'all, thank you so much for listening to another episode of The Fuzzy Pod. Thanks for being here, y'all. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave us a rating, comment, and review.
And subscribe. But we're also over on Patreon. We post a video once every month, the beginning of the month, the first Monday. If you are a Patreon subscriber, we also have free content over there. So go ahead and go join that community. We'd love to have you over there, even if it's just for free. And with that, we will see you next Fuzzy Friday.
Bye.